Active creative play is all about stimulation and creativity. And if you stimulate the brain and you stimulate the thought process, that in a way makes you a creative child growing up.
We know from research that kids learn best through play. That's how they make sense of their world, and so play is so critical. I think sometimes we forget that.
Children today spend a lot of time on mobile devices. I even see 4- and 5-year-olds on phones.
It's all about video games. It's all about online gaming and having that headset on.
The challenge, I think, today is with being so connected to devices. Maybe you lose some of that human connection that's important to have.
When I was a kid, I used to use my imagination, and I would be all different kinds of characters or people. I might be a doctor or a veterinarian or an actress or a singer or a rock star or whatever it was that my imagination was that day.
Oh my gosh, that looks perfect.
I have just great recollections of playing mud pipes. We had dirt streets. The streets weren't paved at that time, and so we had just an abundance of rain and mud, and we spent hours and hours building pies and cakes, and we had a cash register, and my brother was the owner, and we were making pies and selling them, and so that was one of my fondest memories.
Someone came home with a dishwasher box or a refrigerator box. You could make forts out of it, you cut windows out of the side. I mean, just being creative and just using whatever was around us.
And I loved using my imagination and challenging the imaginations of others. And I still think of that fondly as a great way to play.
One of the things that I love about the Children's Museum is that it gives kids frameworks for play. So they can go to the store and they can be a shopper, or they can be the cashier. Or they can go to the doctor's office and they can be the patient or the parent or the doctor. And I love the fact that kids can create whatever they want. They can make any possible scenario up, but you give them the framework that gives them those possibilities.
I think, when you're a kid, you can be anything you want to be at that point in your life. And I think that when you walk into the museum, you feel that way too, because it offers all those things for kids. Is that I want to be a firefighter when I grow up, Dad, or I want to be a cheerleader, I want to be a makeup artist. Well, the museum offers all those things for kids, let their imaginations run wild and be what they want to be for an hour or two.
It's really important for kids in under-resourced families to have these opportunities as well, which is one of the things that makes the Lincoln Children's Museum so great. It gives kids, all kids, a chance to come in and learn and play and imagine their worlds differently.
It's all about developing social skills. You have kids that have never seen each other before, roaming around and shopping, or coming up with creative ways to complete a puzzle.
Your kids have the opportunity to play with other kids in the community.
To give kids an opportunity to come down here and learn and see themselves differently, see others differently, learn about other kids, learn about other ways of thinking and other ways of doing things. The more that all of our children have a chance to play and imagine creatively, the better off we're all going to be.